Thanks guys again for joining me for my coverage of the Budo League. I'm Gunter, and joining me is the Horo-shu's clan, Dakuburu. How you doing, Daku?
Thanks, and you?
Thanks, and you. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, it's good to have you along. It's good to have an analyst. So today is the second set.
Yeah, I'll be accompanying you.
Sorry?
I'll be accompanying you today.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
Right, so today is the second set between the Shimazu clan and the Takeda clan's Team 1. Here in the black, we have the Shimazu clan's Tak27, and here, in a slightly darker black, we have the Takeda clan's Amari Masatada. So why don't you, Daku, go through the unit compositions and tell us what you think?
Alright, so for Tak27 we have some 4 bow cavalry. And I think it's a bit too much, but we'll see how it gets along. If he knows how to micro them well, it might be a good thing. 2 matchlock warrior monks, Vet 8 and Vet 9, pretty lethal, but I'm missing the archers. Maybe the bow cavalry will compensate on that. 4 actually, 4 katana samurais, that's okay. 2 Yari samurai, and we have some Yari cavalry. And that's enough for Tak27. Let's move on to Amari. He has, well, you can't see much of his army, but I can see some bow samurais, bow warrior monks, naginata samurais, vetted katana samurai, high vet, and that's it for now. Maybe hide some cavalry somewhere. We'll have to see.
Alright, and we do have one special building on the map. It increases the stamina, it's the farmhouse, increases the stamina and movement speed of all units. When you see a building like that, do you like to capture it, or do you not really worry about a stamina?
About the stamina one, I put it low in the preferences list.
Right.
I prefer morale and other things.
Yeah,
stamina wouldn't do much.
But it is the only building on the map, so even if it's the only one, not really worth it?
For these armies, maybe for Tak27, he does want to run his bow cavalry around all the time, so it might work for him.
Good point. Okay, so we might as well get it started, and we should both be paused at the beginning, so
Alright.
Let's hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Alright.
So we should all be underway.
Yes, and Amari is just standing there in the woods, and Takashi, or Tak, I'm sorry, he just moves forward, running his bow cavalry to the right side, and heading straight away for the stamina key building.
So obviously, Tak27's strategy is going to have to be about harassing a lot with these bow cavalry and moving them around.
Yes,
quickly.
basically, but he might want to be careful of those bow warrior monks who might have the longer range ability, but I think you can only get that once they are Vet 5, so we'll have to see that.
They do have a slightly longer range than most range, all
Yes,
range units
that's
by
true.
default, don't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how it goes.
Amari is moving out of the trees, but we can't see. He's walking, so any units inside will still be hidden. There's another unit of bow
We can
warrior monks
see,
appearing.
yes, and we can see a lot of archers going out of the woods. We have mainly bow samurai, and I think 2 bow warrior monks. And let's see how it goes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't the rules of the Budo League, or don't the rules of the Budo League specifically mention camping? Or am I mixing that up with another competition?
Yes, but no. I mean, in this particular situation, it's tough to say. I mean, it's not like he's hiding and waiting, just come and take me out.
Anyway, there is a pretty fierce skirmish, and the bow cavalry are charging in. Going to hit the Naginata Samurai, that can't be a good choice.
That's not a good choice. Spears against bow cavalry. And he sacrifices 4 bow cavalry with vetted bow cavalry for what? 2 archers?
They did. He did do a lot of damage to the bow samurai unit here. Is on
Yes,
15
he did
out of
manage
90,
to pull. Yes.
and the bow warrior monk unit's on 28 out of 75. So that is a significant amount of damage.
Actually, yes, I didn't expect that.
So there we go. Not such a bad idea after all.
That's for sure.
Now the bow cavalry just content to stand there for a moment before running away again.
And there is a Yari cavalry charging attempt. However, the spears are ready to charge. That's 7 Naginata Samurai.
That's good placement from Amari, and Tak27 realizes it and runs them away.
Yes, but he goes. Yes,
very
and he
deftly
continues
maneuvered
to
away.
gather.
Very good.
Yes.
There is another unit of Naginata Samurai there to.
Yes,
attack
he
this Yari
uses. Yes, he's busy on the other front, and he uses it to take his other archers. Good idea. That's good, that's very good. I can't see if he's capturing that stamina key. I think he's not standing in the right place.
Yeah, he doesn't have the unit inside. He sort of does. He's got like 3 men inside the circle, but
Yeah,
that's
I
not
see
enough.
that.
I think you need the unit flag actually inside the circle, so he doesn't seem worried about it. Now you sort of get the sense that Tak27 could do this all day with his cavalry, just harass, fire volleys, and keep getting kills, and it wouldn't be long until he's whittled the forces down enough such that he could go in for the kill. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's pretty good, unless he makes the mistake, which usually what happens to bow archer users. And there's a mistake from Amari, who thinks he can catch them unless Tak27 will not notice.
It looks like he doesn't. He just let them sit there.
He doesn't, and that's the mistake. That's the mistake you are. However, he was busy with the Yari cavalry on the other flank.
Yeah. And then
But that's the mistake he wants to.
The unit of Yari cavalry just took a few volleys and is now down to 25 units out of 60, standing there and taking shots from the bow warrior monks. And now this other unit of Naginata samurai over here on Amari's left flank is going to get taken out by these bow cavalry.
Not really. I mean, they have pretty strong armor. I mean, and they wouldn't lose that much.
Oh, okay.
You see 2 or 3 volleys and nothing happens. Only 1 casualty. So, yeah, that's good.
And now he's turning them around.
No, that I don't
guess
understand.
maybe. Well, if they do have good armor, then it may just be a good idea to get the bow cavalry to waste ammunition on them. If they're shooting at Naginata samurai, they can't shoot at the vulnerable units inside the trees.
Yes. True. I see he takes his army out of the forest now.
Well, you have to
Maybe
figure if he's being comprehensively destroyed in ranged and skirmishes, then you figure he feels like he must have to move out and actually attack his opponent directly to win.
Actually, I think I know what he's doing. He's distracting the bow archers with his Naginata samurai, so he can advance and take Takashi's army with his superior spears and swords. And you know, just take the attention away of the bow archers.
Just looking at this force, though, does it look like Tak27 outnumbers him? Certainly in melee units, maybe? I can't really tell.
Not in quality, though, but however, if he manages to take a volley with his matchlock warrior monks, that's not going to be good.
So now the battle will begin.
I think that's risky. That's risky. He's not gonna. Ouch! Ouch!
That front unit of Yari samurai took a lot of
That's a
casualties.
matchlock with. Yeah, that's a matchlock unit with Inspire. Actually, it's not Inspire. That's longer range, but you should use Inspire if you can.
And here comes the ball.
Yes.
Who do you think will have the upper hand in this fight?
Well, Takashi could have taken his matchlock warrior monks outside to the flanks. I don't know why he didn't do that. But he's taking some Yari samurai to the flanks to charge in, and he's bringing cavalry around.
And some of his units are already wavering, and he did catch the general with one of his units of Yari cavalry. 2 of his units of Yari cavalry. 3 of his units of the unit of Yari samurai behind.
We don't know if the general is a sword specialist.
And
That
Amari
could change things a bit.
does pop rally. Oh, both generals using rally now.
Yes, yeah.
But Amari
Takashi
is definitely losing this fight.
Yes.
And there's the glorious victory message. So
I think he got a bit desperate there. He could have just just track the attention away off the bow cavalry, wait a little bit, see what Takashi thinks to pull off this fight, and it could be different.
yeah, but as it was, Tak27 using the bow cavalry pretty well, wouldn't you say? Forcing him to go on the offensive, taking away the initiative from Amari.
Yes, definitely. Good job by Takashi.
So Tak27 goes up 1-0 over Amari Masatada in this second set against the Shimazu clan and the Takeda clan's Team 1. Okay, this is the second game in the best-of-3 set between the Shimazu clan's Tak27 and Takeda clan Team 1's Amari Masatada. And let's go over the unit compositions. Daku, take it away.
Yes, alright. We see pretty much the same army composition from Tak27. However, I think he didn't manage to recover his bow cavalry. So we do see those two matchlock warrior monks. Wounded, one of them. Sword force, pretty much the same as before. Also spear force. Yeah, that's pretty much the same army composition, but we do see a whole different army composition of Amari. I think he learned a few from the last match. Now he brought, I already count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cavalry, including 2 katana cavalry, vet 5, one of them. And he does accompany his cavalry with the Ariashigaru. That's a good idea. And that's what we can see for now. Pretty much everything must be hidden there in those woods, and let's see.
Right, now about katana cavalry, some people think they're completely useless, and some people really like them as heavy cavalry. What do you think about them?
Yes, I'm sorry for the phone call. But katana cavalry, well, you sort of want to look at them as melee cavalry from Napoleon.
Right.
And you want to look at Yari cavalry as lancers from Napoleon. Well, obviously the lancers weren't that good at Napoleon in pulling off a melee fight, but in this game I think they do enough to manage to survive a long, prolonged melee engagement. So basically in this game you also want to take the enemy's cavalry away.
Right.
And katana cavalry is not the one to target Yari cavalry, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But having said that, looking at this new build from Amari, do you think he's going to try to be much more aggressive and take the fight to Tak27 in this game?
If he can be smart and trap Tak bow cavalry, he can do a really big psychological damage on Tak27. We'll have to see how it pulls off.
Alright, so let's get this game underway. We should both be paused, and we'll hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Alright.
Right, so let's see what happens from Amari. I think he ought to be much more aggressive than he was in the last game. He got...
Yes.
Tak27 is moving forward again. Once again, we're on the same map with that farmhouse, increasing the stamina and movement speed of all units, and he is moving towards it again.
Yes. Now Amari has a real reason to capture it if he wanted to capture those bow cavalry with his cavalry.
Ah, yes, that's a good point, actually. Because it does
and
give
we do,
movement
yes,
speed.
and we do start to see some units going out of the forest. Nagina Samurai Vet 7, Katana Samurai Vet 8, some more Nagina Samurai Vet 7, and Katana Samurai Vet 8. And is that another Yari Cav? No, I don't think so. Wait, is that his army? Huh. He is missing missile this time.
Yes, he is. I was almost certain he'd have a couple of units hidden in that forest, but It looks like he spent all of his money on the cavalry. The katana cavalry are expensive, aren't they?
I can't remember, yes, but I think they are more expensive than Yari cavalry. I can't remember if the patch did anything to the costs, but that's how it was.
Now, he is staying by the forest, so I think he must still have some archers hidden inside it.
Maybe. I hope for him he has. And bow cavalry getting to take the shot.
And they are just in range, so they will be firing a shot. Here comes a volley.
And there's Amari. There's Amari.
And Amari charging his cavalry into his opponent's cavalry.
Yes.
With the Yari Ashigaru, that might not be a bad trade, and he's sending his general in Tak27, but his bow cavalry is still going to be able to do a lot of damage by firing into that melee.
Yes, and you know what I see? I see Banzai. So, this means he's a sword general, and a sword general can destroy 2 Yaris with no problems. Oh, you should just check the left, there's a big engagement there starting off.
Yeah, but you can see that Amari is pushing forward in the middle as well, so he's going for this farmhouse.
Yes. Yes, but he gets butchered by those matchlocks.
Yeah, they are doing a lot of damage. He did manage to get 2 units of Yari cavalry around the back of his opponent's force though, so he may be able to get this around and do quite a bit of damage.
Yes, that's true. However, I'm not sure about his tactic there. His general is far away from rallying his army. He needs that a lot. Again, he doesn't manage to take his matchlock warrior monks away.
And now it looks like his general's going to be caught by this Yari cavalry. And it does stop. And that's not a good
now
thing.
He's gonna... Yes, and now he charges the back of those men. That's not a good thing indeed. We do see the center starting to waver.
And it looks like Amari's actually coming out on top on that one. Tak27's units are wavering. One is now fleeing.
Oh, are those Oh. Yes.
But he does pull a matchlock unit back, and they will be starting to do pretty heavy morale damage. And the bow cavalry are coming in from behind as well.
Yes, that's hard to me to see who's who because of the flags, but I'll try my best.
Yeah, Tak27's Mon is a flower, and Amari's is the 3 diamonds.
Right.
But yeah, it looks like Amari did win the melee, but a lot of Tak27's, well, all the Tak27's bow cavalry units are still up, so they could kite all day. Unless he runs them in and gets them killed.
Now he's gonna charge Amari's general, and that is not a good thing. If Amari loses his general, I don't see how it goes. But Tak27 also bad damage to his general, so we'll have to see who loses his general first.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
You can still see that Amari still has other units scattered around. He's got Katana Cavalry up the back of the map, Yari Ashigaru over near that forest. The bow cavalry did manage to pull back without getting destroyed completely. And we could see
what? Yes.
Amari's general by himself with 4 men, in stand and fight, getting charged down.
Yeah.
Right, so this is down to the wire now. So who do you think can pull this out? Because I think it's in Amari's favor.
It is in Amari's favor if he can flank. Actually, no, those are the wrong units. I think Takashi can pull it out. If actually now both the generals are dead, so that's tough to say.
Now 3 of Amari's units are wavering, along with one of...
See, that's what he should do. Attack from several fronts, and he manages to pull this off. I see him winning this one.
You see Tak27 winning?
Yes. No, actually, that's Amari. I'm sorry.
Oh. Now,
no, wait.
Amari still has a unit of Katana Cavalry up, coming forwards very slowly. So that may be the deciding factor of the game if they get there in time.
So Tak is going to lose. Yes. All right.
Right. Yeah. So that's the game.
That's the game.
So
Full of action,
what went
hard
wrong?
to see.
So yeah, the flag colors. But what went wrong for Tak27 that you could see?
Tak27, well, hard to say. I think he pulled his general out of his main forces to engage the right flank. That's a mistake. He wants to rally his army. It is a good idea that he is a sword general and can pull off Amari's cavalry. That's a tough decision. I would prefer seeing him alongside his main army. And I think that was the deciding factor.
Right, so Amari pulls out a win, so we are at 1 win apiece going into the third game of this best-of-3 set between the Shimazu clan's Tak27 and the Takeda clan Team 1's Amari Masatada. Okay, here we go. It's Game 3 between the Shimazu clan's Tak27 and Takeda clan Team 1's Amari Masatada. We are tied up 1-1. The winner of this game will take the set for their respective clans. Both players have taken different army compositions this time. Daku, would you like to go through them for us?
Yes, of course. Well, for Tak27, we do have 2 great guards today. And those are pretty much very good against Amari's Yari Cav. We only have 1 bow cavalry this time. I think he did keep the surprise element to... Like, he used it 2 times, and now Amari expects it again, but now he doesn't have it. He has better cavalry. So I think it will go good for him, because he did that. We do have no dashies this time, and only 1 katana samurai, and some Naginata warrior monks. Is that the first time we see them?
I think it is the first time we've seen Naginata warrior monks.
Yes, it is.
In this set,
And
yeah.
Yes, and a new composition thing is that we do have 2 Matchlock Ashigaru and not 2 vetted monks. Maybe he thought they didn't do much of damage, however I think they did do a lot of damage. We'll have to see how that works for him.
Now, he's taken no Dachi,
yes.
sorry, before we go to, he's taken no Dachi Samurai, and I always felt that they're not very good at all, like, after the charge. They do a pretty good amount of damage, and then they're completely useless in a prolonged melee. Is that more or less correct?
Alright, let me tell you that it has been tested. And Nodashi Samurai in Banzai, I'm sorry. Well, it can beat Katana Samurai, but it will only... It's not that effective. They'll stay with like 45 men or something like that. It's not much big of a deal. And they also have pretty weak armor, which is pretty bad against archer favored armies. But this time I don't see Amari has any archers, so who knows? Who knows? I'm curious to see how it pulls off.
He does have a unit of Matchlock Warrior Monks, so continue with Amari's units.
Yes, but he doesn't have archers. Hold on. For Amari, we do have 1 Great Guard at 4. It's also a good thing. Katana Cav again, Yari Cav. This time it did bother taking Matchlock Warrior Monks. We do have 3 Nagina Samurai and 3 Katana Samurai. Pretty small sword force, but I hope it can be effective because those are vet 7 and 8. And we can get started, I think.
Right. Just as an aside, I need to point out that Amari's veteran Great Guard are called Overpowered, which is probably a good description of Great Guard.
Yes, that's a good description. Actually, I tried that. I took 2 Yari cavalry units on a Great Guard. I flanked with 1 Yari and I attacked frontal assault with the other Yari, and they still lost.
Yes, Great Guard.
And that was
very strong.
and that was to a standard Great Guard non-vetted unit.
Anyway, no more waiting around. Let's get this started. We should be paused, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, play.
Alright.
So it'll be interesting to see if Amari does have any ranged units hidden away in this forest. I mean, I imagine he does.
I don't think he has this time.
You think
He spent too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spent too much. I don't think. I'm surprised that he didn't bother this time.
Before we get into contact, Ricefield seems to be the most popular map so far in the Budo League. Why is that? Is it just do people just feel that it's the most balanced map?
I guess so. I mean, I don't like dealing with trees and stuff, and you know, hills. If someone decides he wants to like pretend he's not camping, but still camp on the hill, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. So I don't want to take the risk. I just stick on rice fields. Aki should be a pretty good map for action because you have loads of trees. You can play around with hiding units and all that stuff.
We haven't seen Aki yet so far in the Budo League.
I think we have with a clanmate of mine, Aka.
No, maybe we did. I casted Aka's
Or was
matches.
it flood? Or was it floodplains?
I think it was floodplains for Aka. I don't think it was.
All right, so it's pretty similar. I must
Anyway,
say.
straight away,
Alright.
Amari
And we
is charging his
do have-
cavalry.
We do have a hiding unit. Vet 4 Great Guard, really surprising. Tak27 cavalry, really a good
now,
thing.
That is
Yes.
good play from Amari.
That's a good play from Amari. And Tak27 bow cav and katana cav is already wavering. So that will make you make conclusions about katana cavalry.
And there is a second cavalry engagement happening
Yes,
on the opposite flank.
I can see that. Well, 2 versus 2, alright. We do see actually those katana unit and a Yari unit versus Great Guard and Yari. He's gonna lose that.
I believe there are actually 2 Great Guard units from Tak27, so yes, it's very easy to tell who wins that one. And we can see Tak27 throws his general into the
Yes, again.
cavalry engagement.
But now he has a good reason because that particular engagement would pretty much decide a big part of the battle results.
And the Naginata
And we
warrior
do
monks
see-
follow it up, and those
Yes.
units are going to rout very quickly.
We do see a flanking attempt by Tak27 with his Great Guards behind Amari's lines. No, actually, I'm sorry, I can't see what's happening there.
Oh, I was looking at
mistaken.
the wrong forces because you said
Yes, we do have a Great Guard attempt in Amari's side.
but Amari does have the Ariashigaru there to catch them.
Yes,
But they do
a
slam
good
into the
play.
matchlock warrior monks, and they're taking quite a bit of casualties. And he does pull the Great Guard out.
yes. Actually, what's happening with Tak General? I can't see him. Can you see his general?
Yes, he's
Oh,
just finished
there
that
he
melee
is.
up over on
Right.
that flank, and now he and the rest of Tak27's cavalry are coming around the
Why?
back.
Quite a big of an advantage. Now he can just do what he wants, and I see this goes to Tak27's favor.
It's very hard to see it going any other way, that's for sure.
He's mistaken not to start charging at the back of Amari's forces.
He does
Very
throw one of
crucial.
his Great Guard units into the matchlock warrior monks again, and the
Yes,
Ariashigaru
but-
who are in spear wall.
But his main cavalry force with his general, which is the most important, he didn't bother rallying his men.
I don't know.
Am I right?
You are right. I don't know what he was thinking of doing. He was trying to move the general
Doesn't bother
away,
using
or...
that.
Anyway,
I
he's
don't
maneuvering
see
them in
him.
now, and I think he's going to go straight after the general and the matchlocks.
Yes.
Or not, with
And
one unit only.
Split. Yeah, and another unit goes to the Katana Samurai. We do have an idle unit from Tak27, a Great Guard, which could really help
He's
this
moving it
time around of
now.
the match.
He's noticed it, and he's sending it into the front line.
Bit too late.
Now,
But
Amari
still
does
good.
have quite a lot of good units still up. He's got a bit of a ball there, just got charged by Tak27's
Definitely.
general.
Again, we see Tak27 pretty much stays with his matchlocks and his cavalry. But this time, it's hard to tell what's going to happen.
Now, the rally for Amari is about to drop. There it goes. And Amari's general is wavering. And fleeing and gone.
That should be it, I think. He still has a full unit of Great Guard almost. I don't think Amari can do anything. I think this is pretty much the Tak's favor.
Yep, I agree. And there we go. Amari's final units starting to rout.
Yes.
Lord, a glorious victory
And
will
this is
soon be
Tak's win.
So, Tak27, 2 wins to 1
Bravo.
over Amari Masatada, taking the second set
Yeah.
in
exactly.
favor of the Shimazu clan, meaning that they're 1 set all so far in this first round matchup.